And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Hello everyone, it's great seeing you again on this 13th day of June 2025. Up first, have a flood watch out here for the all creeks and streams and rivers draining the north slope here into the Brooks Range into the north slope and out to the eastern Arctic coast for melting snow, mostly melting snow with the warmer temperatures have moved into that area now, and that watch is out through the weekend. And down to the south here, you have what you call a summer weather advisory out for the Tanana Valley on up into the Yukon Flats, eastward there to the border for summer weather, clear skies, sunshine, light winds, temperatures in the 70s and well into the 80s in many locations there. And that's also out through the weekend. Next up here, fire danger, increasing areas of high and very high fire danger here where it's been dry and warm here in the interior, actually extending back to the west here before it abruptly cuts off as you get out toward the coastline there on the Nulato Hills, and low fire conditions out there. High fire danger for spruce here in the Susitna Valley, northern Kenai Peninsula, and in a growing area over the Copper River Basin. That's the forecast for Saturday, and Sunday will probably be similar in nature too, since no rainfall is expected over the interior areas. And for satellite imagery, we still have this upper low that was right over northern Cook Inlet several days ago. It's been drifting southeastward here. Now west of the Queen Charlotte Islands, a band of moisture here. Lighter rainfall amounts, 24-hour rainfall amount at Haines was over an inch, and then 12 hours today about a quarter of an inch. So rain and showers diminishing in this band here. Drier conditions down to the south. A lot of sunshine here over the central and eastern part of the state, all the way up to the eastern Arctic coast. And clouds coming in with a system kicking off to the northeast here. Get over to this side and run that loop again. You can see moisture sliding northward here with some areas of precipitation. Stronger storm here down over the southern southeastern Bering Sea. Pretty active front there, bringing wind gusts to Nikolsky to 71 miles per hour. Cold Bay had a wind gust of 60 miles an hour today. And St. George Island, let's see, they had a gust of 51 miles an hour, while on Alaska, 58 miles per hour. And along with that, they had about 0.8 of an inch of precipitation on Alaska, and about 1 1/3 inches falling at False Pass in the last 24 hours there. And gusty winds and good shot of rain with this system, and it'll be pulling off, the low center will be pulling off to the northwest, and the front will kind of hang up and weaken along the southwest coast over the next 24 hours. Forecast for tonight, the low does pull back to the northwest here, so the winds and rain diminish considerably, especially the wind here for the Alaska Peninsula, with rainfall amounts becoming lighter as well, but persisting. And look for rain and gusty winds here for the southwest coast, winds gusting a little over 50 miles an hour at Cape Romanzoff this afternoon. And it'll stay windy tonight out along the coast, especially in Nunivak Island. Piece of this system breaks off, spread some moisture up over the western north slope out to the central Arctic coast, but nothing too heavy there. And dry and mild over the interior, with lows in the mid to upper 50s here over the Tanana Valley in some of the warmer locations there. Isolated shower or two along the North Gulf Coast into Prince William Sound. Lingering showers here over the northern Panhandle, and then dry down to the south there. This low sliding off to the south and kind of becoming stationary here west-southwest of the Queen Charlotte Islands. And out to the west, storm-free, nothing on the chart at all out there. And for tomorrow, this low kind of drifts to the north there, away from the front. So this front just washes out right along the coastline here with clouds and some showers or light rain from the Seward Peninsula and Bering Strait, right on down to the Alaska Peninsula. Winds a lot lighter across the entire area tomorrow than what they were today and tonight for the southwest coast. Sunny and quite warm in the interior, highs 80 to 90 north of the Alaska Range, south of the Brooks Range. More clouds here, but that front kind of kicking off, just some leftover shower activity on the west side there, western north slope into the mountainous terrain there, DeLong Mountains, western Brooks Range. And then afternoon thunderstorms developing over the Copper River Basin, over the mountains that is, eastern Alaska Range into the Talkeetna Mountains, maybe the Chugach, and showers and isolated thunderstorms there mostly over the mountainous terrain north of Yakutat and across over toward Haines and Skagway, but some sunshine on down to the south, high pressure, light winds, and mostly cloudy skies over the Gulf of Alaska. And moving on to Sunday, again, afternoon showers and thunderstorms developing here over the southeast interior, all the way up into the Talkeetna Mountains, maybe the northern Susitna Valley, and possibly the Chugach Mountains there, and just to the east of Anchorage, with scattered thunderstorms across the Copper River Basin. Partly sunny for the southeast coast. This system now kind of picking up some moisture and sending increasing chances of rain into the southern panhandle during the afternoon hours. High pressure holds over the Gulf of Alaska for light winds. High pressure along the Arctic coast for light winds and keeping it dry in the north there. Another sunny, warm day in the interior with highs many locations, central and eastern part of the state, north of the Alaska Range into the lower 80s. And could see some 70s on the north slope, possibly on Sunday afternoon, and showers and cooler temperatures here back along the west coast, remnants of that front and leftover moisture there, but precipitation amounts very light, winds continue light, and this system here brings a chance of rain to the Alaska Peninsula. Otherwise, just a weak low out to the west sitting over the central Bering Sea, so the Aleutians will be dry with some partly sunny skies. And then the outlook for Monday. Trough here brings an increased shower chance here for the Alaska Range, or thunderstorm chance into the northern Kuskokwim Valley, Denali Park area. Pretty good chance of seeing some thunderstorm activity there. Again, down into the Talkeetnas, eastern Chugach Mountains, thunderstorms, Prince William Sound, some shower activity, and moisture again coming northward, and that same system actually pulling back to the north here brings more showers and cloudy skies into the panhandle. Kodiak Island looks like at this point in time, most of the shower activity will stay to the east, some partly sunny skies in toward Shelikof Strait into Bristol Bay. Isolated showers for the Alaska Peninsula. Storm-free out here over the western Bering, to the west here in the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. This weak low here over the northern Bering, and that's about it. System down here to the south so far tracking off to the east. Lows for tonight in the 40s across southern Alaska. 50s here in the central interior. Notice the 58, kind of mild there up around Fort Yukon, then back into the 30s and 40s, north slope in the Arctic coast. 30s, Bering Sea, lower 40s for the Aleutians. Highs for tomorrow, 80 to 90 here in the central interior, with warmest conditions there from the mid-Tanana Valley. Actually around Tanana, forecast high of 87 there. That qualifies as 85 to 90. And for the south central Alaska area, 60s, upper 60s to upper 70s, mid 70s in the Copper River Basin, and in the 60s for the southeast coast, and right around 50 here for the Alaska Peninsula. Lows, 50s, lower 60s here over the interior, central part of the state, otherwise to the south, 50s, or upper 40s to lower 50s, and upper 30s to and 40s for the northern areas there, Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, and 45 to 50 for the Panhandle. That'll be followed by highs in the 50s and 60s for the southeast coast. Highs Sunday afternoon, again into the 80s, central and eastern interior. And again, some 70s now showing up on the central north slope area. Otherwise, highs in the 60s and lower 70s for south central Alaska, and upper 40s for the Bering Sea and the Aleutians.